Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is July 5th, 2018. And I want to bring to you a very important connection to August 4th. Very important, very significant connection. August 4th, 70 AD was the day the Romans destroyed the Second Temple of Jerusalem. On August 4th, 70 AD, the Romans punished the rebellious Jews by destroying the Second Temple on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. In 66 AD, the Jews had rebelled against Roman rule, and 4 years later, the Romans retook Jerusalem. We are watching August 4th because it is the birthday of the Antichrist. We have been waiting on the birth event of the Revelation 12 sign, and August 4th is a very important day in history, a very important day in history, and it is also a 7-day connection to the July 27th and 28th blood moon. Now, I want to stress something very important here, that this blood moon on July 27th and 28th is an extremely important marker in the heavens, and I find it to be the most significant of all the blood moons because this detail about it being the longest blood moon of the century, which will last for 6 hours and 13 minutes, will span July 27th and 28th because it will end about 2:30 in the morning. The other important detail about this blood moon is that it will be seen over Jerusalem. And we have a 7-day marker from July 28th. July 27th to August 4th is 8 days. But the fact that this blood moon spans 6 hours, takes it into July 28th. That means July 28th to August 4th is a 7-day warning. Now that 7-day warning is a very significant number because that is the number of days that Noah had when he was told to get into the ark because the destruction was going to be coming upon the world. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is that in Matthew chapter 24, verses 1 and 2, Jesus begins his discourse about all the signs of his coming, and this was the first event that Jesus mentioned. Of all the signs that Jesus mentioned in Matthew chapter 24, this was the first sign he mentioned. Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its buildings. "Do you see all these things?" he asked. "Truly I tell you, not one stone here will be left on another. Every one will be thrown down." So for Jesus to begin explaining about all the signs of his coming, the first thing he mentions is the destruction of the temple. Well, here we have a connection between the destruction of the temple and the birthday of the Antichrist on August 4th. Now, I want to just go over this real quickly once again because this idea of the Antichrist being born out of the Revelation 12 sign is connected directly to the entire timeline of the 70 weeks of Daniel and the 7-year timeline of Barack Obama from the Obama Nobel Peace Prize. It's all connected. Number one, it's connected by the feast days. Number two, it's connected by numbers of days. And number three, the 7-year timeline and the final 1,335 days connects us to the beginning of the Revelation 12 sign on November 17, 2016. This photo shows very, very clearly each and every step and each and every interval of time from the Nobel Peace Prize to the unbreakable alliance in Israel, to the Revelation 12 sign, how it is all connected. And now we are waiting on a birth event that brings us from the Revelation 12 sign to the birthday of the Antichrist on August 4th. This happens to be the same day that the Second Temple was destroyed. And remember the pattern between the first and second temples. The Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, the Jewish 9/11, when the first temple was destroyed, when the second temple was destroyed, and when the Twin Towers came down on September 11th. That was on a Hebrew calendar connection. But now we have a connection to the August 4th destruction of the temple and the August 4th birth of the Antichrist. And now the Lord has left us all these different signs so that we could see, that we could understand, so that we could watch, so that we could be prepared. And so what I want to share with you tonight is that the fact that the destruction of the temple took place on August 4th in the year 70 AD is a very significant marker. Not only because it was the year 70, because right now we are also in the year 70. See, and that is another connection. The 70th year, August 4th. 2018 is the 70th year, August 4th. And it's connected to the 70 years, and it's connected to August 4th, the destruction of the temple. And if the Antichrist is incarnated on his birthday, and this marks the beginning of the Great Tribulation, then this will also mark the destruction of the third temple. Because it will be through this event in the beginning of the Great Tribulation that the mark of the beast will be implemented. And the third temple, the destruction of humanity, will commence on this day, August 4th. So this is what I wanted to share with you tonight. I know that the signs that the Lord has given me to share are not always the signs of the happiness and the glory of the wedding. I have to share many dark items that are really very somber and difficult to follow, difficult to understand, and difficult to swallow. But we know, for those who are ready, for those who are awake, with their eyes open, then this to us is the sign of our redemption. And we are thankful. We are thankful that the Lord has made it so clear, and we can see that the rise of the Antichrist is not something we want to watch. It's not something we want to be here for. It's not something we want to experience. And we pray that the Lord would please deliver us from harm's way, deliver us from the wrath of God and the wrath of Satan and all the destruction that must come upon this earth, that is foretold and prophesied, that the Lord will burn the earth with fire. We do not want to be here for that. And so these are the signs that the Lord has given to us to know how and when we can expect our deliverance. And so this is one more sign I want to share with you, make this connection to you tonight about the destruction of the Second Temple on the 4th of August, connected also to the birthday of the Antichrist. I pray you are blessed tonight. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people and the sign of his coming revealed.